Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. What's popping, guys? Welcome to ZeerTalks, and welcome to the match reaction for the game that I actually didn't watch. At least I didn't do a watch along. I did watch the ending of the first half. I seen the second half fully. Um, and Put it this way, I've seen the goals, the offside one, the one that they actually scored in the first half. Diaz goal, what a goal, by the way. I'll talk about that. The streak is over. Streak is over. It is now 16-1-0. It's not 17-0-0. And it's a shame, man, because I actually thought that we could have gotten the 17th if we were more alert today. I really did. Especially like the fact that we beat PSG and we go to this game and we just lacked concentration, looked leggy. Like, you know what? Fair play to Union Berlin. Fair play to Union Berlin. They showed more hunger, more fight. They were more energetic. Baumgartner's men, fair enough, man. Fair enough. You man done your thing. I thought you were gonna park the bus, but you decided, nah, let's press the living hell out of these guys, and it nearly worked. Nearly worked. Only till Harry Kane decided to score in the end. Anyway, guys, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way, go check socials, and hopefully you guys are well wherever you are. I mean, for those who don't know, I actually didn't do the watch along because I had an exam. So, yeah, I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I have to take my education seriously as well. So, anyway, here we are. But in regards to the game, so what I gathered from the first half, even though I didn't really see all of it, is they were really pressing the living hell out of us. They were really pressing the hell out of us. And we didn't really have that many answers for their equation. Or for the equation, we just didn't. And they even scored early. The brother named Ansa, I believe his name is, he scored off a corner. Now, initially, people are gonna be like, well, that should have been counted as a goal. But if you look at the line, and you know what, funny enough, I actually have it right here. So what I'm going to do for 1 second is I'm going to do this, right? And what I'm going to do is now I'm going to share screen, right? Because I want to show you the image of Ansa, I forgot, I think his name was. Now, if you see, I hope it's just very clear for you guys. All right? Now, you can see clearly, this is Upamecano, who was the last defender. There was Harry Kane next to that brother, but he was not the guy that was keeping him offside, or nearly keeping him onside, I should say. It was Upamecano. He was the last defender of ours. And if I scroll now, you can see his heel is just offside. Now, do I agree with this rule being a thing? That if, like the manager of there said, millimeter, 5 millimeter being the difference, what's going on? What was his quote? I'm going to read the quote quickly because I have it here on my, I saw it on Twitter. I'm going to find it quickly. Let me go back. I put it out there. So what did he put out there? He put out, where is it? I saw it somewhere. Where is it? Am I tripping? Oh, wait, I scrolled too far down. Yes, here. He said, the first goal was the goal. To call offside was like 5 millimeters, and we're literally talking about 5 millimeters. Someone completely out of their mind. He said that on Sky. So, interview after the game, not even press. So, my point is millimeters. Right? But the problem is he's still just offside. That's the problem. He's still just offside. It's an unfortunate reality, but it is what it is. Realistically speaking, they were hard done by, if we're being like, for being like kind of fair to them, because they actually were the better team all game. They were the better team. So when they got that goal, like I didn't see it in real time, but I'd imagine that it wasn't going well at all. And then obviously that brother, yeah, what's his name? Doeki. Hope I pronounced it correctly. He scores a goal, and I have to say, Manuel Neuer, what the fuck? In all due, like, bruv, you are supposed to be goalkeeper. You are supposed to be the most experienced man in this team. You are captain. Yeah, you performed like that. That is an image of you when you performed insanely well against PSG last game. When you kept us in the game and actually won us the game just from you saving shots that they had from outside the box. What the fuck happened today? Where was your concentration? It's not even just that. I opened the game after the exam, and I'm like seeing the first thing, Neuer not being able to catch. I think it was a header. Like, what? Are you okay, bro? And the second goal, I'll get to another problem with that one, but Neuer was not exempt from the problem, because how is he reacting in such manner? At least react to that. I'm sorry, Neuer had a fucking shit game. Utter garbage game from Neuer. And that goal, actually those two goals, epitomizes that. It just epitomizes the living hell out of that. You know what I mean? And then what? Diaz equalizer, which, by the way, I have to admit, that was a fucking sick goal. And then this guy somehow he managed to keep the ball in play after that Stasic pass, and it was nearly going out. And then all of a sudden, tight angle into that was sick, bro. I can't, mashallah. That is sick. Not even gonna deny. And I thought Diaz, from the bits that I watched of him play, first half and even second half, was the only one that was really energetic. The only one that was really energetic, and the only one that was really doing anything in terms of our attacking players. Yeah, because Harry Kane, even though he had that one good moment in the second half in which he skimmed past two players, and some of his passes was good, especially one of them which Diaz fucking missed. That's another problem in itself in the end of the first half. But anyways, I thought Harry Kane got absolutely bodied. I thought Gnabry got fucking bodied. I thought Olise, again, we need to have an uncomfortable conversation about him, because this brother is starting to get a bit too cocky for his boots, doing this gimmick too much. I told you, man, this guy's a baller, but he needs to stop overdoing shit. He needs to stop overdoing shit. Yeah. Sometimes just keep things simple. When the time is right, do whatever the hell you have to do. Yeah. One thing that was so good about Olise last season, by the way. Yeah. And one thing that's been good about him at the start of this season, yeah, until like the recent few games, is the brother was actually very balanced in what he had to do. He knew when to dribble. He knew when to make a sick pass. He knew when to make a simple pass. You know what I mean? He knew when to take a shot. Now he's all over the place. I don't know why, but he needs to fix that up once he's back from international break. That's for sure. That's for fucking sure. Yeah. Like when Leonard Carl come on, he brought a bit more energy compared to Olise. He actually brought a bit more to him compared to Olise. I have to say it. Yeah. But anyway, yeah. Also, that Gnabry substitution for Carl was a good one. It was a good sub. Also, here's something I need to criticize Vincent Company. This is what I have to criticize him for. How the fuck did Goretzka stay? How long did he stay on that pitch? Because he was ass. Even when I watched him, he was ass. He stayed till 80th minute. Not good enough. Not fucking good enough. Why the fuck is this guy staying 8? Bro, he should have not even started. I knew playing against Berlin and him starting would be criminal. It would be criminal and suicidal. And it was proven to be the case. Worst player on the pitch. The worst one. Non-existent. Mkhtifi. But it may as well we played with 10 fucking men. 10 fucking men. Are you crazy, bro? Nah, man. I have to be honest, man. That was suicidal, him playing Goretzka and keeping him on for 80 fucking minutes. Are you mad? Nah, man, that's crazy. Joshua Kimmich, one of our better players today. This guy was the only one really orchestrating anything, yeah, in that midfield from back to front. The only one. Yeah, maybe Kane had a few moments, but I mean consistently. Minute 1 to 90, him. I'm not going to lie. If I had to pick best player for Bayern München, it's Joshua Kimmich or Luis Diaz. Easily. Easily one of them two guys. Now, let's go to defense. Stanisic, ass. Absolutely ass. So many times he's losing the ball. So many times he's getting caught out in transitions. So many times. Jonathan Tah, shaky as fuck today. Shaky as fuck. Upamecano. People will say he did good. I thought he was above average at best. Honestly. People don't want to hear it, but there were times in which he lost the ball. Yeah, he made up for it, but he still lost the ball. That's not good enough. Like, okay, he redeemed himself. Now what? Okay, same with Harry Kane scoring in the end. Thank you very much for scoring. He turned up, fair enough. But he's also a reason to why we conceded that goal again. Dueche, or whatever his name is. I don't want to butcher the name. Yeah, like, what's going on? It's like we're fucking up, but then rectify. Okay, you still fucked up. Okay, don't do that shit again, please. Like, that's fucking annoying. You know what I mean? By the way, if it wasn't for that cross from Bischoff when he come off the bench, we're losing that game. We were fucking losing that game. Absolutely losing that game. And if it wasn't for this new rule thing about the offside thing, we're also losing that game. So now what? You know what I mean? It's just jarring. Jarring. Also, Limer, not his best. I actually thought this is his worst game, Limer, today. That brother, his worst game. His worst game today. Absolutely. I don't know. You can tell he's looking leggy because of all the running he's been doing. But even then, bro, he got absolutely bought. No wonder he got subbed off. No wonder he got subbed off for Bischoff. Because he looked dead, bro. Dead to rights. You know what I mean? Jackson, come on. Don't fucking nothing. Well, what the fuck was the point of his sub? Yeah? Pavlovic coming on. I thought that was a good idea. But it would have been a better idea if he started rather than subbing him on 80th fucking minute. And if you were going to make a substitution while Goretzka started, how about you make that substitution, I don't know, 60th minute? Maybe. You know, like if you were going to start Goretzka like you did today, which I knew he should have not started. I literally said, Bischoff left back, yeah. Upa needed rest today, by the way. I think part of the reason why Upa looked shit today, or not shit, above average today rather than being good, yeah, was because you can tell he'd been overplayed. Now, yeah, we've been rotating with Kim, Todd, but Upa's been playing, I think, the most minutes, if I'm not mistaken. You know what I mean? And he had hella running to do against PSG. So we were better off resting him before international break. Then once we're back, hopefully, God willing, no injuries happen, by the way. Now we can play him. I just thought today, listen, is it the end of the world that, we drew? No, because it doesn't really take away from the 16 games prior. We are still one of the best teams in Europe so far. We still are. However, at the same time, these results, or results like today, I should say, are avoidable. They're really avoidable. I'll give Union Berlin credit because I didn't expect them to be going all gung-ho, pressing us and all that stuff. Fair play to them. They only started parking the bus after they were 2-1 up. But at the same time, it's like, what are we doing to be dealing with their whole press? What are we doing, like, in order to break down their low block until, like, the last minute? What are we doing? Like, what are the solutions to the problem? It's basically what I'm asking. So, listen, we'll take the point because we could have lost. However, if I'm being really honest, all this could have been avoidable. All this could have been avoidable. But yeah, let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Believe it or not, I know I said Kimmich and Diaz best Bayern players, but I'm not giving any of them man of the match. I'm actually going to give that brother who scored 2 goals for the man of the match. I thought because of the 2 goals that he scored, and on top of that, he actually was defending unbelievably well. I'll give him man of the match. I have to give credit where it's due. So, yeah, listen. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section down below. Clearly you can tell I'm not the happiest because I really thought it was avoidable. Again, like I hope you guys understand. This is not me saying end the season. This is not me saying we're ass. No, I think we were bad today, but obviously things can be rectified after international break. And I also do think we need signings in January. That's another thing. So yeah, that's about it. Guys, you know exactly what to do. Subscribe, press alarm bells for future content notifications. Like, comment your way, go check socials. Inshallah, you're well wherever you are. I'm going to bounce now. Take care. See you guys later.